According to a fantastic new report in the New York Times, Steve Mnuchin's family is absolutely appalled. And that is actually the word one of them used. They were appalled with Steve Mnuchin over his devotion to Donald Trump and his willingness to go along with the horrendous policies coming out of this administration. And by the way, the person in Steve Mnuchin's family who said he's appalled by Mnuchin's actions, that happens to be his father. When speaking to the New York Times, this is what Steve Mnuchin's dad had to say. He said, his politics appall me too, really appall me, but he's my son. Earlier, when they had spoken to Mnuchin's father, they tried multiple times, and he didn't realize he was actually talking to them at the time. They tried previously, and he wouldn't really comment on it, but he almost, as they said, broke into tears about it because he's that heartbroken about what his son has become. Meanwhile, Steve Mnuchin's mother, Adriana, is constantly having to remind people and going out of her way to remind people that she's not his biological mother. She's actually just his stepmother. She married his father and became his stepmother when Steve was a toddler. But in spite of the fact of being in his life for decades, since he, before he could even remember, she wants people to know, hey, that didn't come from me. That ain't my kid. I just married into this craziness. And then, of course, you had Zan Mnuchin Rosen, who wrote on Facebook, and this post has been deleted, my uncle has been complicit in and in some cases directly culpable for many years of the marginalization, persecution, and stereotyping of black people in the United States. His actions cannot and will never be defensible. So heck yeah, I have to applaud the Mnuchin family tree, everybody but Steve, basically, for waking up and seeing how horrible this is. I also have to criticize the entire Mnuchin family tree over the fact that you're only now speaking out about this horrible, horrible branch of your tree. I mean, did you really think that Steve only became horrible when he joined Donald Trump's administration? Were you not paying attention to California for the years, was it 2009 to 2015? 6 years when he was running One West Bank, when he engaged in all sorts of different forms of mortgage fraud, when then California AG Kamala Harris had over 1,000 different pieces of evidence against One West Bank, but decided nicely enough to not prosecute him. Like over 1,000 instances they found of them breaking the law. And they just said, no, we're not going to do it. He gives us a lot of money. Like, that didn't cause you to speak out? Like, you didn't feel like telling the New York Times that you were appalled by that? You didn't feel like writing on Facebook that his actions were not defensible? I mean, come on, folks. Steve Mnuchin did not become horrible just because he embraced Trumpism. Steve Mnuchin embraced Trumpism because he's horrible. Y'all got to get this cause and effect thing down right, because Trump is not the cause. Trump is the effect. Steve Mnuchin was a horrible, rotten, deceitful human being long before he joined forces with Donald Trump, and he will be long after Trump is out of the picture too. That's just his history. It's documented. There were investigations into it. Before Trump was there, Steve Mnuchin was still appalling.